my fellow brothers and sisters in the fight for equal justice and criminal justice reform. My name is J.D. Rutherford, and I have been fighting for criminal justice reform for 20 years, long before it was given that title. My fight began inside the California state prison system, deep in the belly of the beast. I did not fight frivolous moot points of prison life, but real deal human rights violations and issues of policy that affected the lives of not only the incarcerated, but the families of them as well. As a fighter for reform, I was not viewed as such, but as a pain in the ass and troublemaker. My efforts resulted in various forms of physical and emotional abuse. I experienced beatings, diesel therapy, lost mail, and fabricated crimes. Prior to my release from federal custody in 2017, I, along with my mother, wrote a book called Dear Mom, Dear Son, describing our connection separated by miles and how we came together through poetic letter writing. 6 months before my release, my mother lost her battle to cancer. Weeks before she passed, she asked me to promise that I would embark on this journey and be a powerful voice for systematic common sense criminal justice reform. I agreed without fully knowing what that would entail. In time, I found that my mission would be me, my experience, story, and road to success. In order to do that, I had to build the foundation of my platform and allow my results of success to speak as the foundation itself. I spent years creating this formula for success known as Stand for Something Life. I lived this program and proved that it is 100% effective, as demonstrating what my life looks like today. I beat all the odds and pulled off one of the greatest turnarounds in history of re-entry to society by a career lifelong criminal, gang member, and drug addict. I have a list of achievements, including taking an extensive cognitive behavioral therapy program and over a year of teaching others the fundamentals of this program. I also took many other self-help classes and tutored those who could not read or write. My next step is to share this recipe for success by stressing extensive rehabilitation in the form of cognitive behavioral therapy, like Stand for Something Life, or the equivalent as a requirement before any early release can occur. This is common sense and a highly effective solution to the problem. It is a comprehensive component that all sides of the fight can agree on, and the results of stopping recidivism and victim creating can be drastically reduced and gained. I'm calling on all of you out there to join me in this approach of conditional early release that must involve extensive treatment as a requisite to any reduction or discharge of sentence. Now, I know this does not fit the narrative of many, but we are now at a moment in time where narratives, sentimentality, publicity stunts, or any arbitrary actions of public figures are useless in moving us closer to the conclusion of this crisis. There are many who count on us to produce results, and no one person or group has a monopoly on what those solutions entail. We must be objective and hear one another out and move away from censorship or operating with personal feelings and emotions. A logical, rational approach is key in our efforts and acknowledging one another's part in the fight. As a person who has been fighting this fight for 20 years now, I know what releasing unprepared individuals look like. With this knowledge, I believe it is my responsibility to tackle this problem, with the solution being that there are so many factors to consider. We have those separated by bars. We also have those in society who are made victims of crimes at the hands of those released unprepared to deal with society and handle the pressures of PTSD and separation anxiety, as demonstrated by a high recidivism rate we see every day. It is unfair to all sides to continue this practice. I therefore challenge all of you out there in the fight for criminal justice reform to reach out to me and give me just 5 minutes of your time to hear what I have to say. I also ask for your help in giving Stand for Something Life the voice and exposure it deserves as a powerful operation that has already changed many lives. Don't just take my word for it, but look at the results and ask around. It is our duty to investigate any message that produces positive results. Stand for Something Life has those proven results. In the end, it ain't about us, but the people we serve. I'm extending my hand out to all of you. Will you take it, or are you going to ignore it? If you are too busy, what I got to say will take less time than a Snapchat post and far more valuable. I look forward to hearing from you and joining you in the fight to end this crisis. Thank you for giving me the time to speak to you personally, and peace be upon you all.